Yeah, isn't it nice to be angry? Yeah, I'm a little angry right now. I'll tell you all about uh let me calm down. I'll tell you all about it soon. Yeah, so why am I so angry? Well, I'm calm now. Why? Well, I made a couple videos about Nemesis, Star Trek Nemesis, and I talked about Stuart Baird, the director, and Rick Berman, the producer and co-story writer. And I was getting a lot of engagement, great comments, back and forth feedback. And the thing that really got me when I started thinking about Star Trek in general, my interactions when I wrote for Next Gen and Deep Space Nine, dealing with Rick Berman and Michael Piller. And that's why I'm kind of angry that Michael Piller, every, I think, well-read Star Trek fan knows, who pays attention to credits and the writing and the producing, and that production side. They know how important, how incredibly vital Michael Piller was to Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager, and particularly in Next Generation. Rick Berman, in many ways, no disrespect at all, I had great interactions with Rick, is more the executive in charge. You could call him like the bean counter, the budget guy. I mean, he did creative things as well, decisions. But when you look at the creative elements, the great, grand, lasting creative elements of Star Trek The Next Generation Beyond, it was Michael Piller, Jerry Taylor, Ira Stephen Bear, a host of writers. And Rick Berman is somehow always called upon to say it's his Star Trek. Like back in the day, it was Gene Roddenberry's. And today, I guess on Paramount Plus, some people call it New Trek. I like to call it PP Trek. Do the math. So, that's what was bugging me. I'm like, Rick Berman seems to get all this credit and the blame too, which of course is a duality there, right? He gets lots of credit, but he gets lots of blame. But the creative aspects of the TNG era, most of the Next Gen era, most of the creative elements, or many more so, are Michael Piller's. Michael Piller's had a great career. He had a great career. He started as a CBS news exec, well, as a journalist. He won Emmy Awards for his journalism writing, I think at CBS. Then he became a CBS executive, television executive. I think his first fiction or drama series script sale was to Cagney and Lacey, one of my favorite shows. And then he went on to be a staff writer and producer on Simon and Simon. Now, in the third season of Next Generation, he was brought aboard, and that's when he started working with Rick Berman and reporting to Rick, and Rick was the executive producer. Then Michael Piller became the executive producer as he was the showrunner. And now, what's a showrunner? Well, a showrunner is the big boss, really. The executive producer is big boss as well, but the showrunner is the creative writer, the creative, magician, the creative poobah that corrals everyone. And it's well known before the third season, the writing team on Next Generation, the writing staff was very hit and miss. They lost people, they gained people they didn't want, etc. And Michael Piller came in and really shaped things up. So that's why I'm kind of angry. I'm glad I could vent to you guys. Take a look at Michael Piller's work. Wonderful stuff. Just wonderful. He went on to do Stephen King's The Dead Zone. That's where I got to meet him and pitch to him. Wonderful experience. And Michael Piller, the true creative Next Generation element and force above probably most everyone. And most of the creatives would probably agree with me there. Hope you're enjoying. Hope you're subscribing. See you soon.